Hey guys, hawk1911 here. Now in today's video, I am going to be explaining all the CO2 pistols I have, okay? And I actually have them with me here. The locked in this yellow toolbox I have. And sorry guys, I know you can't see the toolbox. Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting them out. Okay, guys. Okay, now, hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, now first, oh, well, that ammunition box is broken. This is, hang on, guys. I'm just trying to get this stuff ready. Okay, okay, now this one right here. Oh, actually, no. That's not the first I'm going to show you. The first I'm going to show you is this big thing right here. Now this is a replica of the Colt Python. It's a revolver. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things here, okay? Now it is a break barrel, and this thing does come out. Now there is another one of these, and the other one takes BBs. This one takes pellets. As you can see right there, there's already pellets in there, even though there really shouldn't be. And now I'm gonna actually, oh, hang on. And now I'm gonna show you some features it has, okay? Okay. Now you see this knobby thing. You see that? This right here is the safety, okay? Now right now the safety's on. Now if you pull the trigger back, okay, if you pull the hammer back, okay, you pull the trigger. Well, actually, let me explain this better. If there's no CO2 cartridge in it, but if there was a CO2 cartridge in it, and it did have BBs in it, if you pull that hammer back, okay, and if you see in there, okay, there's a little thing in there. You probably can't see it because it's too dark. But anyway, now there's a little thing in there that stops the hammer, because when you pull the trigger, that thing stops the hammer, stops it from going back. But if you push it, okay, you see that? Now the safety's off. Now again, now that's how you fire it, okay? Now, and some of you may remember, some of you may not. But in my last video, I was explaining to you guys about gun safety, about what guns are for and what they're not for. You can't be pointing them at anybody. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about me showing you these, okay? Okay, so that's okay. Okay, so that was my Colt Python. And now I'm going to show you. And now I'm going to show you this one. This one is a replica. This one is a replica of the 4.5. It's a 4.5 millimeter, and it's a Beretta. Yeah. This one's a replica of the Beretta, and it is a 4.5 millimeter. Now it's a semi-automatic, okay, and this is also a CO2 pistol. Right here is the cartridge, okay. Now, and in here is where the CO2 cartridge goes. You see that? Oh, hang on. That's actually something that I forgot to show you on the first one. The CO2 cartridge on this one, okay, it goes on the same place as you can see right there. You see that? Sorry guys, I forgot to show that to you. But anyway, now I just did, so yeah, so there. Okay. Okay, now back to this one. Now again, this is a Beretta, but it's a 4.5 millimeter. Now it's not a pullback, all you do is put the BBs in, you put it down, then you pull the trigger, okay? And again, it's a semi-automatic, okay? As you can see right there, okay? Now, fortunately, it doesn't really have that many features on it. Oh, but right here is the safety, okay? You see that? You see this thing right here? Yeah, like, you see, oh, hang on. You see this thing right here? Oh, hang on. That right there. You see this thing right here? That's the safety, okay? Now, right now, the safety's off. Well, actually, right now, but if you push it up, now the safety's off. Although, off, although CO2 pistols, it doesn't matter. If you own any kind of gun in the house, you gotta make sure that the safety is on, okay? It can't be off. The safety needs to be on the safety needs to be on the entire time, okay? Now for the next one. Okay? Now this one is my favorite. Now this one is a replica of the SR357 Magnum, okay? Now this is also a CO2 pistol because if I pull this, okay, you see, that's where the CO2 cartridge goes, okay? Now, and this one's special because this thing comes out, okay, this comes out, and you can actually push this out, okay? And if you see that, and if you look at this, don't worry, these aren't real bullets, okay? These are the BB cylinders, okay? You see that hole? You see the tip? That bronze thing right in the middle? That's the BB, okay? Now this holds 6 shots. Now this does hold 6 shots, okay? Oh. Now this holds 6. Oh, hang on, guys. Something's going on with this thing. Something's going on with this thing. Oh, something's going on with this thing, and I'm not sure what. Something's going on with this thing. Hang on, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Now I'm gonna show you some. Dang it. Now I'm gonna show. Never mind. I'm just gonna take these out for the time being, and show you some of the features this has. Now, as you guys think, now some of you may know, revolvers like this one has one feature right here. If you see that, you push that up, and that thing right there pushes out the bullets, okay? And now another way you can tell this isn't a real one is because of the safety. A real 357 Magnum does not have a safety right there, okay? So that proves right there that this is not a safety. Now this Magnum, when you pull the trigger back, actually when you pull the hammer back, that feature is kind of the same thing like this one. But the thing is, but right now it's on safety, so that hammer will not come back. You can't even pull the trigger. But if you push the safety forward, that's this thing. That's whoops, hang on, guys. Okay. Now you guys see this thing right here? That's the safety. Now again, if it's pushed like that, okay, the hammer and the trigger will not pull back. But if you push it that way, the trigger is gonna be able to pull, and the hammer will go back, okay? Now those are the only features for that one. And now this one is my all-time favorite. This is a replica of the military 1911. Now this one is also semi-automatic, but this one is loaded and it is ready to fire. But the only reason being is because this one is for home defense, okay? This is what I use for home defense. Okay? And the reason why I use this for home defense is because I'm not allowed to have well, actually, I'm allowed to have royal firearm. I just can't buy them. I do have a royal firearm, but it's not in my name, and also it's at my grandfather's. So that's why I use this one for self-defense. Yeah, this is the exact one that I use for home defense, okay? And it is powerful enough to kill someone, okay? Now this does slide back, okay? And this thing right here, this comes off, but I'm not gonna take that off though. And I can't take out the BB cartridge because if I do that, then the CO2 cartridge is then air's gonna end up coming out, and that's not good. And the number one thing that you don't do with the CO2 pistol is try to take the CO2 cartridge out when it's not fully empty. Because if you do that, if you literally try to take the CO2 cartridge out of the BB gun when it still has some in it, it can blow up in your hand. Because I have a high school friend who did that. He got a scar. He got a scar so big. He basically got a scar about so big on his hand that it almost filled up his whole palm. So never try to take a half empty CO2 cartridge out of the CO2 pistol, okay? And now I'm gonna show you the ammunition I got. Okay? Now I do have 2 other ones downstairs. But in my next video, I'm gonna show you those. Okay? I'm not gonna show you those in this video because my wife's gonna need to be in here. So yeah. So yeah. And I have 2 of these containers. Now if you can see the difference, okay? One of them is actually smaller. Okay, wait, hang on. Now this is a 1500 count BB container, which has 1500. Well, actually it did. And here is a 2500 BB container. And here are both of them right next. And here is the big one, and here is that one compared to that one. Okay, can you see that? Oh, hang on. Okay, now you see that? This one is smaller than this one, as you can see, okay? Okay, can you see that? Okay, so those are 2 BB things. And these are 177 caliber pellets, okay? These get shot, these pellets get shot out of this, although you can also shoot BBs out of here, okay? Okay, so this one you can shoot BBs and pellets out of, okay? Okay? And I also have another BB gun downstairs that can shoot both pellets and BBs. Now, and this is the container of my Crossman BB, but this is the container of my Crossman pellets. And okay, because as you can see, okay. Now, and now this last thing I'm going to show you are 22 pellets, okay? Now they are almost the exact size of a 22, okay? Now you see this? This is a 22 pellet, okay? Okay? Now this one, these get fired out of a pellet rifle that I'll be showing you in my next video, okay? Now, okay guys, so that's the end of the video. Now there's a couple of things that I want to explain to you, okay? Now if you plan on making videos like this, if you plan on making videos if you plan on making videos talking about BB guns that you have, you gotta make sure, okay? You gotta make sure that you don't point it. Okay, you gotta make sure that you do not point the. You gotta make sure that you do not point it at the camera, okay? You gotta make sure you don't do that. If you want to, do that. Okay? Just do that. Do not point at the camera, okay? Because people because people can't take that as a threat, okay? And they will report you for that. Now again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you are not subscribed, okay? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It will make me very happy, and it will be and it would support me a lot. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Love you, God bless you, and love you. Whoop, hang on. Love you, God bless you, and be safe. Until then, Hawk19 out. Love you guys. Bye.